So, Bobby, you've been scheming again.
Still don't know what it is or where it comes from, but there's something there. Where'd you see all this, Bobby?
Transmitting live from Planet X. It's the Live from Planet X podcast. I'm your host, Zaire, the Planet X ambassador. Tonight's special guest is none other than New Jersey hip-hop recording artist Litt Green is with us here tonight. So grab yourself a cup of coffee, put your best green sweater on with some green suede Pumas, do whatever you gotta do, but just keep it locked to the Live from Planet X podcast. Let's go. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Live from Planet X podcast. Tonight's special guest is a New Jersey hip-hop recording artist whose spectacular voice is only matched by his spectacular lyrics, flow, and content. You can find his music on iTunes, Bandcamp, YouTube, and pretty much all platforms. You can listen to joints like Not Easy Being Green, Resurrection of Love, with production by Litt Lizzy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Live from Planet X podcast. Mr. Litt Green is in the building. Welcome, Litt Green.
Hey, man, greetings to everybody. Appreciate you, brother. How you doing today?
Yo, I'm hanging in there, man. Yo, I appreciate my man Litt. We back on the second go around. We had some technical difficulties.
Round two will do.
Absolutely. We ain't gonna let nothing gonna stop this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this happen. So welcome back, my brother. And yo, I wanted to ask you again, let's start from the beginning. What type of music did you grow up listening to?
Again, I had a little gumbo mix of different sounds. You know, yeah, I'm just eating this orange right now.
No doubt.
Mother's End was more so maybe like the soulful gospel you heard like in the 80s, late 70s. My father was more of like the soul groups, like your Whispers and things of that nature, your Teddy Pendergrasses. And then my uncle, that's where like my jazz influences came from. You know, so it kind of spawned out a little bit of everywhere, and then the hip hop came in eventually, because that's where it all comes from.
True that. Yo, I was just zoning out to this joint right here. I'm just gonna give the people a little snippet of it. Forever, ever. Check it out.
We gon' be together forever and ever. Yeah, forever and a day. Your love begins with J, like every kiss begins with K.
Hey.
In a sentimental way. As long as I've known you, I've never been astray. Hey, from your life, I ain't never walking out. No airing dirty laundry, let's sort it out. The key to foreverness, I sorted out, and my search stopped with you. I'm talking about, yeah, I'm here for the long haul.
Dope. I ain't gonna give him the whole thing. Y'all gotta go listen to his stuff.
That's all right.
Word up. But that joint is dope. Produced by Litt Lizzy.
Yes, great Litt Lizzy guy.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be added on my Spotify playlist. So yo, how did you and Litt Lizzy meet?
Liam and I actually connected through Instagram, and I think it was like a common love for records. Like he was posting some records, I was posting some records, had some similar records, kind of knew that's dope. So you kind of see somebody's taste in music. I think I ventured out listening to some of his stuff early on, said, he kind of dope. Then when I listened to him more in depth, I said, nah, this dude is like on something else, you know what I mean? But I felt like I could rock with it. He reached out to me one day about a track, and that was history. We did one. Now we like, you know, almost 30 songs in right now.
That's dope, man. 30 songs. That's 3 albums. Put 10 songs on each album. That's 3 albums right there, man. That's really dope. Yo, I know you up there in Jersey, and I had the opportunity to actually know about you through my friend David Sweat. Big up to the whole Sweat family. R.I.P. King Jariq. And yeah, Dave put me on to you back in the day, man. And I
I remember hearing the song "Rough, Rugged, and Raw," and to this day, that I still bump that every now and then for real.
Bro.
But yo, that song when I first heard it, I'm not even playing, yo. I listened to that song over and over and over again, like 100 times one day, like 100 times in a row. I just listen. That's how I get when I love a song, man. I sit there and put it on repeat and just listen to it until I get tired of it.
You get those. Listen, I've had joints like that, so that's a real good feeling to know that somebody plays my stuff like that and it's doing what it's supposed to do. Appreciate you.
True that. You also work with Pappy Natson.
Mhm.
Together, you guys are the dynamic duo as the Augmented Authors. How did that relationship?
Hey, yo, Pat Nat, shout out to him. That's my guy. Augmented Authors, hey, the Augs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Pap is also, he'll be featured on the Spooks album.
Spooks.
Yeah, the Killer verse on there.
Dope. Liam on the track too. Liam on the beat.
Yeah, Liam produced the entire album.
True.
And you'll see him sprinkled on there vocally as well, with a bunch of other things. So, you know.
Word up, man. And you know what? Since we mentioned my man Liam Lizzy, shout out Liam Lizzy. I was just looking at his IG about 15 minutes ago.
Right.
And man's very talented artist. And I seen Ski Beats had just liked one of his beats that he was working on. Big up Ski Beats. So you can follow Liam Lizzy on IG. Leem, like Mary. Leem. Again, that's Liam Lizzy. Lizzy. I will put all these links and stuff in the bio. But that is a producer, Liam Lizzy, on IG. You see his name, Salim Abu Zara, producer that Litt Green is working with and has worked with in the past. And so Litt, you know you're on the Live from Planet X podcast.
Sure.
COVID-19, the pandemic that we're going through. How's everybody up there doing with that? Everybody hanging in there with that, staying safe?
Yeah, everybody's dealing. I know, I guess the best way they can. It's, we kind of spoke before, but it's just uncharted waters right now. So no one kind of really knows what to do. And again, like for me, like the most frustrating part is just not knowing when it's gonna end, because you really don't know. Yeah. And then when it comes to an end, it's like, what's next? So that's the temperature up here. They got some places, we got the 8 o'clock curfew. I believe they have fines right now, like $1,000 if they catch you after hours or certain restrictions, things like that. But listen, I move with faith, bro. You know what I mean? I can't move by sight all the time. That's not gonna work in this life, not for me. You just got to keep moving. But the temp up here, it's high right now. Like everywhere,
True that. Yeah, everybody's on edge and just trying their best to stay afloat.
Right down there, you okay?
Yeah. I have not ventured farther than a block away from my house in about 2 weeks. Something like about that. Like, as far as I go is like to this little convenience store, maybe to run over to the Walmart, Publix, or whatever. Other than that, nah, man, I haven't ventured out, and they've started to get some cases pop up around here too. Yo, did you get that alert today on your phone about, you know how they do them Amber Alerts? Amber Alerts come through. They had one about the COVID-19. They were telling people 65 years and up not to be traveling or going out. Did you get one of those?
I don't recall seeing that one. I don't believe I got that.
Yeah,
but I get like life is an alert right now because it pops up on everything. You're going to listen to music, it's popping up. You going to a media site, it's popping up. You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
Going to watch sports or something, it's popping up. It is, it's everywhere.
Yeah, they even shut the sports down right now, which is crazy. So yo, tell us about the new project, man. Spooks.
Yeah, man. Look.
Go ahead.
Super ill project. We've been working on it for about like 2 years now. We've done tracks in the past that we've kind of put out there on other projects and things, but this is our full length coming together as Spooks, and it'll be a self-titled Spooks as well. But it's kind of hard to label it. But you know, other than that it's good music. You know what I mean? Definitely good music.
What was the reason behind the title? Why did you want to call it Spooks?
I had originally I was gonna do an album. He was just gonna produce it. It was gonna be a Litt Green album, and I had the idea of initially I called it the light-skinned spook who sat by the door. I think Khan mentioned that in one of his songs, so I kind of just took it in. I was gonna kind of loosely base the album on that. But then we worked so well together, it was kind of just natural to let's work on it together. You know what I mean? Not just a beat, raps, beat, raps, beat, raps. Nah, let's make a nice collage. A little bit of singing from both of us on there, a little bit of chanting. Definitely spitting written from me, and a little bit from you. She'll see. Dope project. And it spans the sound of it spans. Like what I came up on, what I just told you. The sounds of his beats, it spans all over the place. So I'm excited about it, man. Like very proud of it too.
Yeah, I can't wait to check it out, man. So what inspires Litt Green? And how did you come up with your name? Like, what made you call yourself Litt Green?
Inspiration was, like I said, you know, the basic is life. You know what I mean? Anything that I absorb through life, and when I hear the music, when I hear from a particular producer, like that's gonna bring out the inspiration. It's already in me. The sound is gonna bring out what's in me. So the day-to-day, the anything. And the name Litt Green, that just comes from a childhood name, simple and plain. Next door neighbor, government Jason. My government is Jason, and he was older. And to call both of us outside when we playing, we both looking, or so don't get it, not to get it confused. So he became Big Jason. I'm Little Jason. Big J, Little Jade, and Bead and Lit. Then that's how that stuck. Green last name.
True. Oh, I see. Interesting.
What up?
Well, man, what's up? Yo, you're on the line from Planet X podcast. So, what's your take on aliens? Do you think that there are aliens in other dimensions or other planets that come here to Earth, or are they already here? What's your take on that?
A few ideas on it. One possible theory is that we are the aliens. You know what I mean? That's a theory I've heard. I can kind of see it. If it's something that is true, I'm not dispelling it at all. You know what I mean? I don't dispel it. We go back into talking about like the ancient aliens and Egyptians.
Right.
And I said going through my travels and studies, going through back in time of my people, I got to the area of the Dogon tribe. And again, they would say they would be able to see things on Earth and build things on Earth due to what came from the sky, what came from space to them. And the Europeans, whoever came to them, questioned them. They said, how could you know what's up there? They used their telescopes and they could see it, but they didn't have this kind of technology, so how would they know? Listen, could be, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I don't dispel it, not at all.
Right. Yeah, I seen something about them on the History Channel where they were doing a tribal dance, and the dude was dressed up in like a makeshift outfit that looked like an astronaut outfit or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, that is crazy.
Yeah, serious.
So Litt, man, tell us, what do you look for in a song? Like when you hear a song, like say you're listening to some artist that you've never even heard of, you're giving them your time of day. So when you actually start listening to like a new artist, a new song you never heard of before, when you critique something or just absorb it, what are you looking for in a song? Or is there anything particular that catches you?
I mean, instruments always gonna catch me, whether it's a sample or if it's loud. So Because a lot of, and I say instruments because I believe like sometimes we're just hearing sounds right now. You know what I mean? To some people, it's noise. You know what I mean? I can kind of configure some of these sounds that some people are using now. I can get it. But sometimes it's just noise or it's just sounds. But I like a collective of instruments. And it's just got to feel like it's soul music. And it had to, and I don't mean like you have to be, you know, have to be black to have soul, but it has to have some kind of soul and kind of feeling to it, you know. But I love the Fender Rhodes, you know what I mean? I love the Fender Rhodes. I think we spoke on that years ago too, man.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I was about to say that. I was going to say, I know your one of your favorite instruments is the Rhodes.
You could rock with that and push out melodic sounds and bring it together. You good with me with that, you know.
True that. Yo, how old were you when you first started rhyming, and what made you start rhyming?
Yeah, I don't know the particular age, but if you probably go back to you know, Audio 2, the group Audio 2,
Right.
you know, when their best famous hits is
Audio 2. Top Billin'?
You Go.
Top Billin',
So
that's
with
one.
that-
They had, what was the name of that other famous? I can't remember the other joint they had right now. They had
Well,
another.
Villain was the song that I would watch on Video Music Box.
Right.
Shout out Uncle Ralph. And
Uncle Ralph, salute Audio 2.
Yes, sir. And I would record that, rewind it, play it a little bit, hear what his first lines is, write it down, pause it, play it again, pause it, write what I heard. Kept remembering it like that. As it got into my memory, I did it so much that my older brother came in one day and was like, yo, what are you doing? So I told him, I said, bro, I'm just writing down so I can remember the rhymes. That's how I'm memorizing. And he's like, yo, why don't you just write your own songs? Then from that point on, it kind of clicked then, and then kind of fast forward 4, 5, 10 years, 5 years later, kind of got to where I'm writing my own songs. So, you know, that was the seed. He planted the seed. That's my point.
That's what's up, yo. Your brother a royalty check. Yo, how does
yeah, most definitely. He got it too. He won it. Big bro Kyle, salute. Love you.
Blue Kyle. Yo, how does he feel like about what you're like where you're at now? Like how far you've come since then to now? Like
anybody like him, he's followed my journey with music, you know. So he's seen the growth. He went through the growth. He's a big, genuine fan. You know what I mean? He's a listener of music too, different sounds, and he knows music. So some people like, it's either you got it or you don't. It's either you get it or you don't get it. So you'll kind of know what to base, what to hear with things, at least for what you like. But nah, he on it. You know, he's excited about the new project too. You know what I mean?
True that. That's what's up, man. And any artists or producers you would like to collab with?
First and foremost, I want to keep collabing with Lean. That's because the connection is there, you know.
No doubt.
If it ain't broke. Other than that, it's sparingly. Like I said, it's a producer, August Fanon, I think his name is. He just produced for Vic Spencer. Him and Vic Spencer put a real dope project together. Shout out to them. Can't think of the name of it off the top of my head right now. But he's nice. Knowledge is nice. KNX, WLEDGE. He's super nice. If I ever got a chance to work with him, you know, I'll go nuts off of his stuff too. And I definitely want to work with my camp. I want to work with Pat. I want to work with Dolomite. I want to work with Talib. I want to work with Lean. Butter Gang. You know what I mean? And it spawns out. I want to work with Kick. Shout out to Kicks. You know what I mean?
Yo, Kick's on the Spooks. Kick's gonna be on the Spooks.
He got crazy verse on it. Crazy verse. Yep.
Okay.
He got a crazy verse on Morning America.
Right. And I know you said Pap's on there.
Pat.
You got
he went Pat on his. You know what I mean? His is crazy.
Anybody else on there besides them guys? Like who else?
He's from Virginia. He did what he usually does, like, and I needed that with that song. He gave me everything we needed on it. And we got a couple other surprises that's almost like that's still in the works as we speak. Liam is like they're right now mixing songs and putting stuff together. So we got something else in the works too that he's working on now. A couple features.
Yo, the brother you was just talking about, you said his name was Dolomite?
Dolo Mike, Dolomic. He's from VA, Virginia.
Oh, Mike. Okay. Yeah, and it chopped out when you said his name, so I just wanted to make sure everybody heard his name right. And my rhyme partner V Sharp, man, he loves your music, man. He's always bigging you up.
Appreciate you.
Every now and then he just hit me, be like, "Yo, did you hear that new Litt Green joint? Yo, that shit is dope." So I'm gonna see if I can get V on the line. I'm gonna see if he ain't busy. See if he pick up. But while I'm waiting for that, because I'm gonna see if I can get him on the line, because we are live from Planet X podcast. Have you, in your personal journeys, have you seen anything strange or unusual or paranormal, anything odd that just made you be like, "Yo, what was that?" You ever seen anything like that?
Not so much by like visual sight, but again, I have felt things which you can attribute to it being like spiritual or spiritual spirit things or things of that nature. Nothing visually that I've seen that I could say like, yo, I think that was like, I'm never gonna come across something like that. I've never seen it. I don't understand it, but I've heard stories. You know what I mean? My next door neighbor, I spoke to him before. He, he felt like he levitated out of bed one night, and then even when he caught himself, he fell to the bed. He could feel himself falling to the bed. So listen, who am I to say he didn't feel that? But all things are like open these days,
That sounds like an out of body experience.
Right.
George Norrie, who's the host of Coast to Coast AM, he said that when he was a little child, same exact thing happened to him. He was in his bed. Next thing you know, he said he was looking down at himself in the bed, and he was up by the ceiling and just staring, just floating, looking at himself. And then he said he went back in his body. So that's like an out of body experience. I definitely believe that.
Yeah, I never went through it, but it's possible. I think it's possible.
All right. So, any other strange events?
Man, life is strange. Life is one big strange event, So it's just getting in and out and moving in and out, moving through or around. Even this music, it's a very strange feel. It's a different atmosphere right now. It's different ways to present your music. And it's crazy too, with like being locked down now. I think it is bringing more people to the art, because now it's something that's just everything. We can't get to the material things that we want to get to, right? So right. A lot of things like music kind of gets into your soul. It gets to you through you mentally. It can hit you spiritually, emotionally. And now we kind of forcing people to sit somewhere and listen to it. Everybody's not on the run as much, So that could be a silver lining in it.
True.
We'll see.
How you feel about the state of music right now? I feel like, I just want to say, like, there's a lot of songs coming out that just sound cookie cutter. Everything, all the topics sound the same. Damn near all the beats sound the same. A lot of stuff sounds like it lacks originality. Like, what's your take on the current state of music where we're at?
I feel like a lot of it is trash. To each his own. It's a wider span of, it was trash back then too. And don't get me wrong, when I say that it's trash now, it's not just the newer sound. It's not just that, because It's a lot of people that are doing the older hip hop sound over the same production. They're trying to rhyme like the same person, and again, it's just so repetitive, and it's just the cycle. We're doing it all over. So if you do come across something a little bit unique or just dope, you just know it when you feel it.
Right.
It's an amazing feeling, but that feeling is like far in between, right? And I like really think and hope the Spooks project can kind of push some light in this dark time. You know what I mean? So oxymoronic, I guess, calling it Spooks, Ghostly, but we still pushing a different energy. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and I don't mean to be trying to beat up the new generation or anything like that, but at the end of the day, as you can see, basically, whack is whack. Whack has no expiration.
Way around.
It doesn't matter if it's what time it came from, like, and hey, it's just my opinion. There are a lot of new artists that I do like, but I don't put nobody on blast. But I mean, like I said, you know what you like or what you don't like. But yo, Lit, I got something to pull for you out of the Planet X declassified joint.
Oh, okay.
Fresh out the jump room. Got a random topic here.
Gotcha.
I don't know if y'all can see that. But yo, Bigfoot. What do you think about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yetis? You think any of that stuff could possibly be real? Like Bigfoot, he's like the social distancing grand champ.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Again, that kind of goes into like, I think I first kind of heard about those in this book called Behold a Pale White Horse.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely want to look into that if you can. It's very interesting. A lot of stuff in there I think you'll dig too. Aliens and Sasquatches. Are they real? I don't know. A close friend of mine said he saw one down the highway in Virginia one night when we were coming back to Jersey. I didn't see it, you know.
What? Well, what did he say he saw?
He said he saw an actual Sasquatch like walking, passing us on the side of the car. You know, said when he looked back, he didn't see it, but he said he definitely saw it walking on the side of the highway.
Yeah, I believe it. There's been so many sightings of those things, those beings. I don't want to call them things, but there's been so many sightings of them, and in the snow. They call them Yetis. I remember this one story I heard about these hikers. They were hiking out in Kentucky, I believe, and they came across a Bigfoot on a trail. And the Bigfoot saw them, and the Bigfoot just turned around. They said this thing was about 8-9 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulders were probably like 4 feet wide. I mean, this is a gigantic, hairy creature being. And they said that the Bigfoot saw them, and the Bigfoot turned around, walked away, crouched down, and right before their eyes, they said the Bigfoot just transformed and turned into a tree. It was some kind of camouflage for it. But, you know, they said, you know, it turned into a tree, and they said that they were startled and scared, but they went up to the tree and they were examining it, and they said it just like a normal tree. They said it in the ground, had roots, everything. They touched it. It was a tree. And then after a while, they just left, and they all seen the same thing. 3 people seen the same thing happen. Right. And that's just one of those things. And I think if you probably look into it more, there's been other people who said the exact same thing, that these things can like turn themselves into looking like bushes or trees or things like that, which is just some supernatural.
But check it, not to cut you. Mm-hmm. If that was true, say that's what they saw. Mm-hmm. Like me, I'm not going over there and touching it and examining it with my bare hand. And listen, I'm out. You know what I mean? If I really felt like I saw it, I'm going to just go another way. And I'm going to walk off casually like I didn't see it, so I can get out of there nice and smooth. I ain't touched it. You know, geez. You know. Yeah.
And what was crazy about this story, too, that now that I remember even more so, like when the people tell the story, they said that they actually went back looking for the tree, and it was gone. Yeah. And then it was gone. It wasn't in the spot where they said it was. But that's just like another one of those crazy things that goes on Planet X. So, Lit, tell us about when's Spook's gonna drop, yo?
So we've intended to drop it. It's gonna drop. So right now, it should be dropping within this week. We're like very, 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 very close. All we doing is just tightening up a few loose ends and it's ready to go, man. You know what I mean? We definitely ready to go.
Gonna be on all platforms.
Sounds, everything. What's that?
Gonna be on all platforms.
So all platforms. So what we'll do is initially we'll drop it both on our Bandcamp pages, and then it'll also be on the other platforms as the days go on. Your iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Google, all that good stuff. We're gonna be everywhere like air.
True. Are you gonna shoot any videos for it?
I actually put together a video for one song. We have that in the cut. We got some other things that are going around visually. We'll have some visuals.
I seen you post something where like somebody made like an animated video, like a cartoon video.
That was another me and Lean track.
That was dope.
Some dude named Anime Guy created it for us.
Dope. So within like the next week, everything go right. New Spooks joint come out, added on to this man's catalog.
It's going right now. You know what I mean? We getting it to where we want to get it. You know, not to just, all right, we got some songs, throw it out there. Nah, it has to be a culmination of exactly what we want and what we want to give people, you know.
True. Yo, I'm giving V Sharp a ring, see if this man's gonna pick up if he's not busy. He didn't pick up, so he's busy. We'll get with V another time. But yeah, V Sharp loves your music. He might hit me back if he ain't busy.
V Sharp, man, I appreciate you.
Vinny Volcano on IG. His new project he just dropped with his son. It's burning in the underground right now. So Litt, man, let me ask you, let me think. Because I got these questions here, but some of them are void because we've already answered some of those before.
And that's fine. Whatever you want to shoot at.
Yeah. Tell people, drop your social media links.
Yes, sir. So right now,
get at you and that I know what I want to ask you before. Yeah, I want you to like let people know how they can get at you. And are you open to doing features and collabs for people, like if they wanted to work with you?
Yeah. So I'm gonna flip that and answer that question first. Definitely open to do collabs. Real easy to contact. All you got to do is just, contact me through Instagram, which is _LITT_LIFE, a Litt Life. You can contact me through there, DM me. I also have links on my pages through there. You can go through there, see the videos, YouTube, Bandcamp, support on Bandcamp. We're going to do like a soft drop on Bandcamp. And we'll drop it there first, drop the album, message me there any way you want. Real easy, we could talk about. Let's kick it, talk some.
True that. That's what's up. So all you artists out there, if you want to work with a real talented individual, get at Litt Green for a feature. How do you feel about ghostwriting? Would you ever like ghostwrite for somebody?
Yeah, I would do it, man. It's art at the end of the day. If I could write a whole album and I think somebody else has a real dope voice or can like carry it out, go for it. You know what I mean? If it works, go for it. It's art. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
That transition, as long as it can transition, I'm with it.
That's what's up. So all you record labels and producers out
there, you know what I mean? Like how we interpreted it then, because even like within hip hop, we're like the one genre that goes hard on that. You an MC, you got to write your own rhymes and this and that. I get it. I don't want anybody writing my stuff. I'm cool on that for me. But I can write for someone if need be and help them out. They might be able to get something I can't really get off. They might be able to twist it. Different glow on.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. A lot of people use ghostwriters.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. That was something I learned late in the game. I was like, what? This mother didn't write his own rhyme. I was like, what? That's blasphemy.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I get it.
Hip hop, we the ones that do that to ourselves, or the community does it to us. You know what I mean? So,
right. True that.
Other genres have had this for years. I mean, hip hop has had it for years, but it was taboo to say it, you know.
Right. Yep, ghost writer. So Lit, you're an artist. We're artists, so I understand like progressing and evolving. Where do you see the next chapter for Litt Green? What do you want to get into besides the music? Any other things you want to branch out into?
I got a couple. One I'll keep under my buckle. But one is like the maybe getting into like more of the short films, or maybe more of the short films, more so of the directing and writing aspect of it. Not so much the acting. If I can I'll get in where I fit in, or if somebody else has something they might see me in, I'll definitely give it a shot. But definitely more so in the directing of it, and with the ideas already embedded in me, and a couple people that I know have some like crazy dope ideas that I see can really be put out there and get a dope response.
True. Yo, shout out to Uncle Nephew Films. Never met them in real life, but they crispy with their visuals and
Chuck Black. Shout out Chuck Black, man. Appreciate brother. Like real good dude, and do real good work.
True.
One of the realest cats you'll meet. You know what I mean? Real good dude.
Yeah, salute on their work, man. Yo, Lit. Well, what's the odds I can get you to freestyle? Let's try some craziness. Yo, let's kick a freestyle back and forth. Yo, do a bar and I'll do a bar.
At least give me guide me in with the music or something a little bit.
Oh man, I'd have to find an instrumental. I was being impromptu. No, I'm just bugging. You people wait for the new joint to drop. Spooks. The joint and the project that came out in 2019, Resurrection of Love.
Well, I'm pointing at it before you even said it.
Extremely dope.
Spotify link.
Get your hip hop fix right there, yo.
Yeah.
Well, man, I don't know, bro. I don't want to hold you up too long.
Not at all.
But yo, is there anything you want to talk about? Like anything that I might have not touched base on?
Nothing really, man. I'm appreciative of you. I see the platform you're doing, man. Keep it going. You know what I mean? It's another form of art, another elevation of yourself, and it's dope, bro. And I'ma support it. You always support my music. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? And moving forward, whatever else we can collab on, let's do it. Oh, listen, I do want to talk about that. So I got that. That's the elephant in the room. We got. I'm gonna let you. Can you explain that to the people a little bit, or
Well, basically,
No.
I mean, it is what it is, and I'm just gonna say, me and Litt Green, along with Ugg from the Cellar Dwellers, I reached out to Ugg, asked him to see if I could get a track from him. He was like, cool, we made it happen. He sent me the track. I asked you to get on it. You recorded, sent me your vocals. V Sharp wrote his joint, and then at that time when I was working on the project with all my different features on it, features all over the place, I was just like in feature overdrive mode. I was like getting so much stuff going at one time, and it became overwhelming. And then that song kind of got pushed back because I had some other joints that I knew I wanted to drop these other joints first, and then that's like really the next joint that I was supposed to drop. And then things just kind of got off track. And then financially, I had a little setback, and I don't like to mix and I don't really like to master my own songs. So my engineer down in Fort Lauderdale, shout out Mark Green, Myth Lab Recording Studios. He's got about 3 or 4 of my songs that I haven't even dropped yet. The joint we did. Also, I have a joint with Jukes Diamonds that he's sitting on, that we haven't released yet. I also got another song with Rockstay Poo that Mark is sitting on, and actually got another song with Smooth B from Nice and Smooth, which we had some tech.
Now, real dope.
That we had the technical difficulty behind that joint. Basically, I had people, Smooth Bees in California, other cats is in New York. We're down here in Florida. We made the fatal mistake, which I learned from. Everybody recorded to a different tempo.
Okay.
So like the default tempo that was in the DAW, they all recorded to different tempos. So when we were trying to sync everything up, stuff was getting off track and it's not. Yeah, it was just a nightmare. My engineer was going crazy trying. Like he must have did it like 5 times and still wasn't syncing right. So that's something I'm either going to start from scratch and just re-record, or yeah, that's going to be the only way we can fix that song. But then yeah, like once I can get my man Mark taken care of, be on the lookout because those songs are still coming, and I need to hurry up and get them out, you know, because ain't nobody promised tomorrow, and I really need to go ahead and put that out there into the.
Let the world absorb it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So things like that happen, but I did learn from that. Like, and oh my gosh, like one little simple thing, like typing in an email. Make sure you record to this tempo. Tell your engineer would have fixed all that. But I learned from that, and yeah, man. So and yeah, you killed the verse, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
You got like a. I don't, but the way you got like a on off beat type of style to that beat, big up DJ Soundwave out of Brooklyn, made that beat. It's crazy, and yeah, you killed that joint, and yeah, every now and then does he does like kind of give me a hint, like well, what's going on?
He did his thing. Shout out UG, he did his thing, man.
Yeah, he killed it too. He's on the hook. He made the beat and he blessed me with a verse. So be on the lookout for that because that song is fire too. And I just give y'all a little sneak peek. I ain't gonna say my rhyme, but basically in my 16 bars, because the song's called Out of This Orbit, I took all 9 of the planets and I started from the sun and then going out to Pluto. Like it was like 2 bars for like each the star and then the planet. It was like 2 bars for each one, and I was just going out. But y'all be on the lookout for that. Out of This Orbit is coming. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hopefully, like I said before off camera, hopefully if I can focus, I can hurry up and maybe get that out within the next couple weeks. If I could just get my man Mark situated, because I know he works quick and boom. And my man Mark, he always be hitting me up on Instagram too. He'd be like, yo, on Facebook too. He'd be like, yo, I got these joints here. He's like, you know, he's always checking on. He's always, you know, letting me know. Like he knows I ain't forgotten them. But
now,
yeah,
is that the dude that mixed down? He mixed for Kicks too, or no? Does he mix for Kicks?
Mark did do some work with Kicks, and then Kicks had went to another studio. But if I'm not mistaken, Mark and Kicks did work on something. And then I know that I was always trying to get them to link up. And then sometimes it was just schedule wise, because you know, Kicks in Miami and Mark's in Fort Lauderdale. They're like real close to each other. I think maybe about 45-minute drive or whatever. But yeah, Kicks knows Mark. He's met him in real life.
Dope.
Yeah, man. Mark is dope, man. He's an engineer and he also plays guitar. And,
right.
Yeah, I want to get him to do some guitar stuff, and he's worked with like Casey and the Sunshine Band, a bunch of like rock groups that I never really heard of.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Mark knows his thing. He gets busy.
That's
but
what
yeah,
it is.
I'll be on the lookout for Out of This Orbit because it is still coming. Next time I go on Facebook, I see Ugg, I'm gonna let him know.
Yeah, let me know too, man. I want to revisit my verse.
Oh my God, yeah, that joke should have been out, bro. It should have been out, and
Hey man, time and space is a funny thing, man. So when it's supposed to hit, it's gonna hit. You know.
Yo, you don't record.
It's life timing, so.
Right. Yo, you don't record at your crib, do you? You go to a studio and record?
Yeah, I venture off to studios. Yep.
Right. That's what's up. Yeah, because like a lot of people don't realize a lot of this stuff unless you got the hookup or somebody that can record you for free, all this stuff costs money. And,
it's an investment of time and finances, you know.
Time, finances, energy, and all the above.
Your soul, and it's an investment of your soul if you're really in it for that. You know what I mean? If you're really in it to use this as a platform of art. So it's a big investment.
Yeah, man. I like to think that I can leave all this digital music and episodes like this, when I'm dead and gone, my kids can look at this and be like, hey, look what Pops was doing, and they can listen to my music and stuff like that. That's what I just want, you know, them to remember.
Legacy, you know what I mean? It's a piece of your legacy. It's an archive, you know.
Right.
You know, as long as this stuff is still be able to be played, you know, going forward in the future. This is history.
You talk about doing the short films. Are you into like sci-fi films, or is there any particular like horror or genre of films you think you would want to, like, if you had your saying, like, yo, I want to do this type of song?
Again, being so spread out and kind of like liking so many things. All right, I'll check it. One of my favorite directors is director named Takashi Mike. You have a look on Japanese director, because you know it was a point in time where my cousin and I we would go and dig and buy so much music that as we travel, we started digging into the movies. So with the movies, we went from director to director. So if I found an ill director, he found an ill director. We were buying that catalog of music and then spawning. Doing that with so much from directors from across seas and American directors, it just opened us up to directing and how and learning it. So we were like studying it while enjoying it. So going back to Takashi Mike, he has a film where, excuse the name again, I'm kind of going right now, but he does like different genres within the film. So you get a claymation, you get a drama, you get a comedy, you get like a little horror scene in there. So anything like that, you know, I'll spread them out if I could, but I think the more I do it, the more I'll grow into what I want to do.
True that. Yo, you think about like doing the directing, also like you be hands-on just doing the script too, if there's like any dialogue, write the script.
Also, you know what I mean? I'm definitely a writer, so that's where that comes from. Initially being able to kind of see stuff you want to write, and then it's just watching all of those films, you kind of hone in on how to direct them. You know, you hone in on angles and colors and color schemes and things of that nature and position. So
true.
So that'll play into it, you know. Well,
ladies and gentlemen, I want to just thank you, Litt Green, for being here tonight. I know we're looking at the time going here. I don't want to hold you up too long. You know, we did run into some technical difficulties before, but we got it fixed now. So, yo, I give you the floor, man. The mic is yours. The mic's hot. Tell the people what they need to know.
Listen, man, know yourself. That's what you need to know. Anything else will come after that. But appreciate everybody who's tuned in. Appreciate this man here for the platform. And go check me out. You could really, really check me out on the Instagram page. It's A_LITT_LIFE. And that's a Lit Life. Check it out. I got some of those short films we kind of spoke upon up there. Check it out. The music. Check the links. Spooks coming out. Lean, salute, bro. Lean. Let's do it. Spooks.
True that. All right. And Litt Green, once again, thank you for being on the Live from Planet X podcast. See you in the future. Word up.
Hear me. Lord, forgive me for my transgressions. That's just the God in me going through man's lessons. Mysterious and they can't guess them. Rarely I be in interviews answering fans' questions. Truth stretching is some of you's profession. Come up with cruel deception and confuse a fool's perception. Hexing, this that new school voodoo.